Locked Senri route, 8 p.m. Where are we? In like a cafe? I see like a pool table. This is why I've become very paranoid of this. I save like every 10 minutes or so. I think there's a, well, depending on the program, right? But you can easily just learn like the shortcut for saving. I think it's like, in Vegas at least, it's like Control S or something like, I don't know. But like, if you just know the shortcut of saving and just get into the habit of using that every single time. Like I once, it was a long time ago though, but I once lost most, if not all of my progress when doing like writing a paper. And that shit sucks, okay? That shit fucking sucks. So I just, ever since then, I've just gotten into the habit of just every now and then, if you're thinking you don't know what to write, just might as well take 1 second to press save, right? So yeah, so that shit like this doesn't fucking happen, and you're just like, oh no, 3 hours of progress gone. On the floor you can. I'm now lending you my shoulder. Here. I slid a whiskey glass over to Agea's hand. The amber liquid spilled down to the rocks. Go ahead and get drunk. Yeah, you deserve it, Agea. You deserve it. She sounds so depressed. What is she lost anyway? She was working on something, right? What's this now? So those are some dark words, okay, huh? I see. Goodbye, eh? Good to hear. What do you mean goodbye? That's good to hear. Yeah, I don't want to see you again, okay? Get the hell out of here. I don't really get it, but this must be her next game. Playing along with her will only waste my energy. I'm sure that if I asked, she'd only start happily explaining it to me, and then drop it all a few days later. Yeah, like the pay to win. Sounds like you got a visitor, okay, huh? Make Labor Day 365 days a year? I can agree with that, sure. Why not? This is your office, isn't it? Answer the door. I heard the door opening, unsolicited. That's trespassing for sure. I set down my glass. Who is it? Fiona? Vigilante? Dude, what the fuck is he doing here? It was a vigilante. Was he looking to settle our debts after that fight or something? I don't mind this fixation of yours personally, but this place has nothing to do with me. Let's head outside. You wanna take this outside, buddy? Let's go. I'm cracking my knuckles as we speak. Let's go. Huh? What the? The vigilante collapsed with a sound like a sack of concrete hitting the floor. What the fuck? I knew he was unconscious from the haphazard way he crumbled. What's that? Riku. We haven't ordered any delivery. Certainly not a person. I don't remember making friends with any academy girls. You don't recognize her? That's the collector, dude. So Riku, not even in her, like, you know, collector uniform outfit, has come to see Senri? Why? I mean, I'm just surprised that she's willing to show herself like this to Senri, right? Because like the whole point of usually wearing a costume that has a mask is to mask your identity, right? And then she just freely comes up here like, hey, this is actually truly me. And she seems to be like willing to tell as well, like, hey, I'm actually the collector, right? So that either means she doesn't see Senri as a threat anymore, or her identity doesn't really matter. She doesn't care about like, I'm the collector or Riku or all that. It doesn't matter if people know that. I see. I thought you seemed familiar.
そういうものですか。
The vigilante obviously thought the girl would be easy prey, and suffered for that thought. The whole lot of them might want to consider getting their bad luck exercised if this keeps up much longer.
あんたセンちゃんの何？なんで名前知ってるの？痛いのが好きって何よ？
What's with that sudden strange question at the end? Do you like it rough?
寄らないでいただけますか？お酒臭いですし。こらこら美少女死ぬか？死んじゃうか？
Don't try it again, huh? I don't think you'll come out victorious. Calm down.
はーい。ほら、フィオナってたまに川柳読むじゃん？あれに対抗して、私も闇系ポエムでキャラ立てようかなと。
Oh, I thought it sounded like a little haiku-ish. Ah, so that's what that was all about. It was just very dark and sad poetry.
それで、あなたに用があるんですか？おいおい、私とセンちゃんの会話に混ざらないでよ。男ボコって居場所を吐かせる暴力女は厚かましいわ。要件をお伝えしたいので、一緒に外へ出ていただくか、この人を黙らせるか選んでもらえませんか？センちゃんありがとう。この小娘、場違い感半端ないけど、結構いい体してるし、競りにでも出しちゃおうっと。
Auction her? Let's speak outside. Sorry, Geha. If a Geha learns that this girl's the collector, the nemesis of outcasts, these two won't just be trading irritated remarks. If she knows someone's getting in the way of her work, a Geha will start rounding up people. She'll go after this girl with overwhelming numbers and no hesitation. She might even think my relationship with her is suspicious and brand me a traitor too. And I need a Geha, right? She's my... Thanks to her, I have a place to stay. I figured this conversation would take a while, so we tossed the vigilante somewhere people would find him, and I picked up some cans of R80 elephant. Yeah, see, there we go. Always with the elephant, dude. I handed one to her.
結構です。喉は渇いていませんから。
I see. I won't force it onto you then. She has no interest in anything unnecessary. Conversations, relationship, anything and everything. It's clear just looking at her face.
単刀直入に言って、私はあなたのことが気になっています。
Wow, that's really cutting to the chase, yeah. I'm not in the market for confessions of love. I think you can wait to get hitched until you've learned a little more about how the world works. It's not like that. It was a joke. You should lighten up a little. Wow.
あなたとじゃれ合う気は全くありません。利用する価値がなければ話しかけたりしません。
Senri has a sense of humor. Who knew?
それはあなたも同じだと思っていたのですが。
Pegged?
見込み違いですか？
Don't peg me. If that's what you think, try me out.
あなたと私は目的は違えど、お互いの情報を欲している。
Yeah, I feel like they are two people that can work together pretty well. Correct. My interest reared its head after the collector pointed this out. Neither her noble face, which might tempt a man's heart, nor her body with its abundant feminine charms. These things didn't matter to me. They didn't stir my lusts. Gender has no bearing on my arousal, really? So he can go either way? Is that what you're saying, Senri? The only thing that matters to me is what's inside someone. Their information. I'm in love. Their information arouses me.
あの時、リング流行の真相と言いましたね。あなたはそれを把握していますか？
I wonder.
争いの間に入ってきたフードの正体の心当たりは？
Probably a hobo or something. Not just a hobo. That would be a very special hobo.
駆け引きが通じない相手だということは経験済みです。対価もなく情報を得ようとは思っていません。 ですので私は必要だと思うことを全て話すことにします。
If you're going to cooperate with someone, even if it's a lie, you should show them your hand to get them to trust you. Sensing that this was going to be worthwhile, I tipped back my can and listened closely.
おさらいになりますが、私はある人の指示によってアウトキャストを気絶させてリングを回収しています。コレクターの異名が噂されるようになったのはこのためでしょう。
Yep.
標的となるアウトキャストはリングの位置情報とともに私の元へ送られてくるので追跡が可能となります。
Sorry to butt in, but why do you hunt alone?
第一に秘匿性の問題と第二に被害を最小限に抑えるためです。第三には単体で済む分コストも低く、パートナーなしでもミスなく効率を保証してきたからでしょう。
Even if you did mess up, it'd just be one fewer woman in the world. Wow.
あとバーストと直接の関係はないのですが、狩り場に到着しても私の声を黙認しているように思えます。
I mean, you're kind of doing the dirty work for Burst, right? Even though you have no direct relationship, you're kind of doing, you're taking some work off of their hands, so they're probably glad with your existence. That doesn't surprise me. If there weren't some connection behind the scenes, she'd be surrounded and thrown into a cell. Maybe they're only searching for her on paper.
アウトキャストはその肩書きだけで犯罪者たりえます。あなたも同様ですが、おそらくは誤解されているため、行為の正当化ではなく必要な情報として伝えますが、私が買ってきたものは普通ではなかった。
I think you're going to have to be a bit more specific.
狩る前に会話を試みているんですが、全く成立しないんです。思考が曖昧だったり錯乱状態にあったりと、魔法を扱う者としては非常に危険な精神状態にある場合がほとんどです。
You mean like Akatsuki was just now as well?
そんな危険な状態に陥ったアウトキャストを選定しているのか、はたまた選定されたものがそういった状態にさせられているのか。
I hope it's not the latter. Shake, sit, down. The loyal dog has started to question these orders, and her eyes are beginning to seek out the darkness behind them. Whoever she works for is probably going to end up paying for not keeping a tight enough collar on such a talented dog as this.
あの後向かった現場、黒龍悟が人質に取られた事件の報道は。
I've heard about it. There was a power outage at the same time, so I haven't heard all the details though. An incident occurred in the city after I parted with the collector, so she'd gone right to the scene after we met.
私は事件の収束後、ある人に疑問をぶつけましたが、取り合ってもくれませんでした。もうこれ以上道家を演じる気はありません。私がしていることの真相を究明しなくてはならないんです。
Riku has awakened, the collector has awakened. Because before she was just kind of blindly taking orders, right? Alright, whatever you want to do, I'm not going to question it, I'm going to just do my job and that's it. But now Riku kind of feels more personally invested in this, and she actually wants to know what the hell is going on. I understand where you're coming from now. I apologize, but even after you said all that, I don't know the truth of the circulation of the rings. Same goes for the hood. There's nothing I can say about it.
承知の上です。あなたは絶対にそこを見せない。私が疑問に感じている答えの一端は必ず隠し持っているはず。ですが、私はそれに頼る気はありません。
My throat's plenty moist now, and I've replenished some nutrients too. I tossed her the extra can of R80 elephant. I feel like the R80 elephant. That sounds so fucking awesome. I want it in real life too, right? It's just like, oh, I'm feeling a bit tired, I'm feeling a bit weak. Let me just replenish some nutrients and drink some elephant. Like that'd be just awesome. I'll help you out if you drink it.
超最強飲料飲む点滴
She shot a glance at me, but I returned it without emotion. Doing legwork is healthy, but you should get some rest every once in a while too. If you push yourself when you're already exhausted, you'll just make a stupid mistake at the worst possible moment. Could you forgive yourself for such a frustrating error?
さあ、その時になってみないとわかりません。
How optimistic? Or are you just disinterested? Well, whatever. How about we stop beating around the bush about your employers? Let's cut to the chase.
協力していただけるんですか
I'll listen, at least.
アトリのマギ開発プロジェクトリーダーミクリア明野私に指示を与えている人物です
It's not particularly strange that Atori would be involved in this when they manufactured those rings. This was within my expectations.
アトリの本社ビルにミクリアのオフィスがありますそこでリング狩りの真相につながる資料を探してほしいんです
Really? Riku wants him to like infiltrate into the office and find information? The main headquarters. Are you serious? You'd better have a plan to get in.
施設警備員の心配なら必要ありませんよ堂々と入りましょう
It's just that easy? Just walk in the front door? You want to break into the front door of a major corporation with magic? Out of the question. It's bold, but a little too stupid for my tastes.
セキュリティカードならあります
I see. I mean, yeah, she does have an easy way in, right? I mean, usually if you're trying to break into a high, like, big building with a high security, right? The best way to do it is to just try and find someone on the inside and use them as a method to get inside. But, like, if someone on the inside is already approaching us, that makes it so much more easier. She's well prepared. I understand why Mikuria handpicked her. Since we gotten this far, there was something I had to ask. You're rather young, but you found your way inside Atori through your connections and magic aptitude. I see. What do they call you? The daughter of the boss, probably? The boss's daughter?
てっきり知っているものかと
People can largely be judged by their appearances. I observed the collector before me without letting myself be swayed by extraneous information. Her violent behavior stands out the most, but when she closes her mouth, there's a certain grace to her bearing that becomes apparent. When I stare at her like this, she's not embarrassed, but instead stands tall and proud. The answer I come to is... You must be the Atori CEO's... Damn, Senri figured it out?
はい
Mistress. Never mind, you were so close! So close, dude! That's not a nice thing to hear, right? You're your father's mistress. Wait, what the fuck? Daughter, there we go! Second time's the charm for Senri.
アトリリクです
Got him. Got him. The daughter of Atori's CEO, a girl genius, blessed with superior magic aptitude, afforded a gifted education, and trained to handle magi. Even with dizzying compensation, it'd be hard to find someone to work with prototype devices that could endanger their life. She must be using those quick wits of hers to help with their research and testing. I don't want the full profile of the girl. That she's the CEO's daughter is useful to me. That's all the information I need to know about her. What's more important is the information Mikuria has, as the one using Atori's position to have her perform these hunts. Yeah, I really want to know like the motive behind her doing the collector duty, right? Like collecting the rings, blah blah blah. I understand maybe going after some of the outcasts, right? Because those are, to put simply, the bad people, right? So it's understandable that I guess she has to take those out. But like, what's the importance of the ring? And what's the ring's connection to like maybe all the freaky, weird, crazy stuff that's happening? Because it's connected for sure in somehow. But like, is it because Atori themselves is causing it? Or is it an unexpected side effect that they're trying to like clean up maybe? Like, it could be that all the rings are faulty, for example, although I doubt that's the case. Alright, I'm in. I'd like to see these files on the development of the rings, too.
決定ですね。いつ向かいますか?
Let's go as soon as we've properly disposed of our cans. So right now? Damn, of course, we were quick. I drained the rest of my R&D elephant, signaling the end of this break. It was long past rush hour, so the area was deserted. The business district, with its rows of skyscrapers all standing at similar heights, made for a monotonous view. For the world-famous pioneer of magitronic technology, Atori's main building was quite mundanely designed. That was the impression I got as I stared up at the building, so tall it might pierce the clouds, while Atori and I went over our infiltration plan.
最悪の場合、いえ、必要経費として機密情報を私が調べたことはミクリアに知られて構いません。
Just like Riku, right? Just prepared for worst-case scenario. The building didn't face any major roads, and the grounds surrounding it were vast, so it had been 3 minutes since we started across the promenade. We were still talking.
私がアウトキャストの狩りに疑問を抱いているのを向こうは知っています。探りを入れたことが後でバレる分には問題ありません。加えて言えば、私が訴えられることはありえません。その説明は不要ですよ。
I mean, yeah. It's very unlikely that the daughter of the CEO is gonna get sued. I nodded. She's Atori Riku. As long as she's the CEO's daughter, her safety is guaranteed. The corporation would never do anything to harm its public image. This troublemaker would probably have her freedom severely restricted, but not only does she probably have her own plans for that outcome, it's not my place to say anything about it. I mean, yeah, Riku knows she's possibly risking that.
ですから注意すべきは一点のみ。あなたが産業スパイの疑いをかけられ、現行犯で取り押さえられることです。
Of course, if I'm here with an Atori myself, that shouldn't happen. At the very least, they should assume I've got an appointment and ignore me until the elevator.
部屋を物色中、ミクリアに見つかること。これが最悪のシナリオです。
Is this just gonna be like a simple, like, hey, let's walk in together, blah blah blah, and then Riku's gonna distract Akeno, and then he's just gonna go into her office and snoop around? Is it just gonna be that simple? And on the other hand, as long as that doesn't happen, we'll be fine. As long as I'm not discovered in the act, Atori Riku's name should be able to get me through pretty much anything else. That's the gist of it. Yeah, he's got basically full access, right? Like, or at least as much access as Riku herself has, which is probably pretty high, because CEO's daughter, I'm pretty sure there's some restricted areas for her. Like, obviously the CEO himself has access to everything. The daughter of the CEO, probably like 90%, 95%. There's a good chance I won't be investigated officially, even if I'm caught on a security camera. Of course, this is all assuming that I trust Atori completely, and that everything goes according to her plan. But if I'm entering with a visitor's badge, it won't count as trespassing, larceny, or a violation of antitrust laws. I'll just have to reevaluate the risk once I've actually made it to Mikuria's office.
では、手はず通りに。無事、エレベーターに乗り込めましたね。
Alright. I think you were scaring some of those security guards. With my eyes directed at the door like hers, I responded in the same quiet tone so that it wouldn't be picked up by a camera. Though the reception desk was just about to close, Atori had strolled right up to it and lied with a straight face, easily getting them to issue me a visitor's badge. If the desk had been closed, we would have had to use a staff entrance, which would have been a bit more trouble, but things had went fine. The time being what it was, I thought people would be a bit more suspicious, but there was no one who didn't know her face, including the security guards. She must use this route often, since she got through almost the whole thing with only her face. Rather than calling her on an internal line, you plan to meet up with her in an open space? It's not a bad plan, but you should have given her your name like that. Atori didn't answer my question, instead focusing on her terminal. I don't know exactly what her plan is, right? But I guess we'll find out. It displayed a mini-map on the underground parking lot. She seemed to be checking the cars that were parked there. I can't imagine she's supposed to have access to that. She must have obtained it without permission. Maybe she's up to all sorts of other mischief. I mean, it could be, right? For all you know, from Senri's perspective, like, he's maybe being dragged into a bunch of other shit that he doesn't want to be involved in, right? For all he knows, like, we could be here to, like, for example, maybe take over the company, and then all of a sudden, without him knowing, Senri is suddenly complicit to the whole takeover act. I don't know. So, if I were him, I'd be a little bit suspicious at least. An unspoken rule, eh? Some people prefer to claim parking spaces for themselves, and the fact that there were still empty spots meant that Atori didn't employ anyone careless enough to park in someone else's designated place. A lie was on at the spot she'd pointed at. Mikuria was in the building. Most people would do their sneaking in when their victim wasn't around, but Atori would have been able to do that on her own. She wouldn't need an outsider like me for that.
Mikuriaの部屋があるフロアです。一旦こちらへ。
Atori stopped in a rest area off of a hallway and beckoned me over.
引き返すなら今ですよ。部屋へ無断で立ち入れば、あなたは立派な共犯者です。
I'll decide whether I do it or not. Let's continue as planned.
この先をまっすぐに行けば部屋に着きますが、通路には監視カメラがあり、警備員の巡回も不定期にあります。部屋に入った後は、ことが済んでも私の合図があるまで出ないでください。鉢合わせたら厄介です。
Alright.
会場システムは非接触式の魔法錠、オートロックです。当然自社製。専用の受信機にカードをかざし、内蔵されたチップを読み取るタイプですが。
The card she handed me, that the company name, or had the company name, and a simple design on it.
先日、ミクリアの隙を見て管理登録を済ませました。このカードで開きます。時間は十分に確保しますが、
She did that the other
もしも邪
day?
魔が入った際は。
So she was already planning on it the other day, despite having only met him earlier today? I remember the signal for emergencies.
では、今から端末でミクリアを呼び出して時間を稼ぎます。トイレに隠れるなりして、入れ違いで部屋に入って情報を盗み出してください。
It actually is just gonna be that easy, like, oh yeah, I'll call her and I'll just keep her busy, okay? One question. If this all goes well, I doubt I'll meet Mikuria.
そうですが、それが。
But if it doesn't go well, I guess he should know what she looks like, right? Mikuria won her current position with her own ability, correct?
妙な質問ですね。そうです。コネなどは一切なく、すべて実績によるものです。もちろん、運を引き寄せることも実力に含めてですが。
Is luck considered an ability though? Alright, I understand. So he knows that she's could be dangerous herself, right? Oh god, there she is. Mikuria emerged from her office and disappeared with a yawn down the hall. She must be headed for that break area we were just in. It's true that psychologically, we're more likely to be negligent when we're just getting up for a minute, rather than a prolonged absence. When I was sure she'd passed, I leapt out from the blind spot I'd been hiding in. The lock was just what I'd pictured it would be. I didn't waste a second holding up my unmarked card to the receiver. Geometric patterns appeared beside it like a hologram. I slipped into the room and was greeted by a minty aroma. Ooh. Maybe she was just fond of it, or it was some method to stave off fatigue. I imagine it was the latter. I headed to the desk, with the glow of the monitors to guide me. The paper files on the shelves were clearly labeled and organized by project. At a quick glance, I saw 4 files that had to do with rings, but I found it hard to imagine that she'd leave such vital information somewhere just anyone could reach. I touched a large tablet PC on the desk and brought it up a fingerprint. It brought up a fingerprint authentication screen. Uh-oh. From how orderly her desk was, I'd figured she would lock it every time she left. How are we gonna... Can we crack it? Can we hack it somehow? Your time to shine. I booted up some software I borrowed from a specialist who spends all day staring at a monitor. After going through a few steps, countless butterflies flitted across the screen, and the lock screen dissolved under their electronic scales. After unlocking the system, these Ageha butterflies would remain to search for data related to the rings. Thank you, Ageha. You're finally useful for once, you know, despite, besides your usual flirty, very crude, but I still love it, you know, flirty talk. I scanned some design overviews and development reports, but it was all harmless and useless information. I skipped through them all, since the remaining Agehas would automatically suck up anything related to their search criteria. I love that the butterflies are just called Agehas. Like, I just imagine just like a tiny butterfly with like her head or face on it. It almost felt too good to be true that I could obtain all the information related to my search criteria. When I finished the rings, I had the Agehas pick up anything recent and work-related, or things that had remained open for a long time. I paused my search when the Agehas had found things that interested me in her chat logs. The Fraternity. A hidden folder. Mikuria's secrets, lurking behind a thick fog of decoy information. As I proceeded carefully with Agea's help, I naturally started speaking out loud. I know all about decoy folders. A special research organization run by the government. Materialize matter from thoughts, using the power of faith combined with that of elements. Here it is. This is some good stuff, Kamidate. I hurriedly skimmed its contents. When I reached the list of names in alphabetical order, the file automatically closed. Uh-oh. Unable to keep up their surge, the Agehas, which had been flapping their wings so energetically, turned black, as if being covered in soot. Soot, you know, the black gloopy thing, and fluttered downwards. Uh-oh. Does it say Trump? Oh, Triumph. What the fuck? Do you see the... It's like a combination of the... Isn't it the Jewish star? And then Illuminati, right? There's an eye in the middle. What the fuck? The computer had automatically locked, and my search was shut down. I retrieved the cracking tool, but it had probably been destroyed along with all the data it had saved. I let my guard down. I should have committed it all to memory. God damn it. Triumph. Is that what it's called? Like the organization or something? Triumph. The mark displayed on the locked screen looked familiar to me. Yep, the logo, right? You guys sure love your secrets, don't you? Right will triumph over might. The slogan of the anti-magic faction. No, the keyword triumph appears in the articles pinned to my wall as well. And it's part of someone else's little catchphrase too. Mikuria Akeno from Atori. That mysterious symbol, triumph, the fraternity, and their experiments. I thought I had all the pieces to this puzzle, but I just found more. Just when I thought I was starting to see how this puzzle ring fit together, as time went on, it had become twisted, and now I can't put it back in the shape it was before. It would be dangerous to stay here any longer, and there was no reason to, either. I can meet up with Atori again later. If we do meet, I can tell her then. That, unfortunately, I wasn't able to find any information that would benefit her. Riku Route Day 4, 21, 9 PM. Wait, what? It's going to the 5th day!
What
was that?
忙しいのはいいことですが、お昼を抜いたせいか、体の動きが鈍いですね。
It said that we unlocked the 4th day of Riku, or like at least a Riku scene, right? But it immediately sent us into day 5 of Senri, though. Okay, that's something that hasn't happened before. Usually when like sometimes you have a scene and then the next one unlocks and it sort of plays itself. Like sometimes you return to the episode list screen, right? And sometimes not. but usually when it says unlock this screen, you return to the episode list screen. This time it didn't for the first time. But I imagine after we're done with this scene or whatever, then the one that's unlocked will still remain there, I suppose. But I don't know, it just feels like not everything from day 4 is like over yet, right? Especially because the one from Riku's side is probably how she's going to keep Akeno busy. But now the game just is like, yep, nope, day 5. Alright. What? Maybe you're a little lacking in faith?
もういきなりほっぺたに冷たいものを押し付けないでください。驚くじゃないですか。
Oh, oops, sorry. Any normal person would be surprised.
待ってくださいよ。確信犯じゃないですか。国会室で許しの筆跡をされてきた方がいいのでは？
Oh, yes, sister. I do have a lot of bad things that I need to confess, and I need your forgiveness. Wouldn't skipping lunch be a sin too? If you're not taking care of yourself, you'll cause other people to worry about you.
千里さん？
Let not man triumph?
分かっているならいいです。というか、またこの飲み物ですか？好きですね。
He's like trying to get everybody addicted to the elephant drink as well. Dude, seriously, I seriously want one. Give me. The sister sent an accusatory glance my way as she accepted the can of RED elephant, but she made no move to start drinking it. I mean, it just sounds so convenient too, right? It kind of can be used in certain situations as like a replacement for like a meal, right? Like a light meal or something like that. If you're so busy, blah blah blah, you don't have time to eat, just knock back a quick can of RED elephant and bam, you're good as normal.
嬉しいんですね。
Huh?
教会に来る方は皆喜びを抱いてやってくるものですよ。
A playground
信じる
for
者の遊園地といったところです。
a playground? There's no playing in the church, okay?
だから千里さんは今至上の喜びを感じているはずです。
I'm just here while I'm running an errand. I'm not a believer.
千里さん、こんばんは。
I mean, I'm not even a believer, so...
神父様、その小箱は？
入り口近くの回収席に置かれていたものです。忘れ物でしょう。
Or it's a bomb. It proved the priest's good character that he was handling the box so delicately, even though it belonged to a stranger who wasn't even around.
そうですか。預かりますね。礼拝後の清掃時にはありませんでしたので、後に訪れた2人のどちらかでしょう。
では、保管しておいてください。再び訪れた際に忘れず渡してください。
あれ、この匂いどこから？
Hey, put the box down. There is something in the box. Anthrax. Oh shit. Is it like poisonous gas?
箱から煙が。神聖な聖堂にこんなことを。
What the fuck? Just get down for now. Put your arms over your mouth and try not to breathe in any of the smoke. The two of them crouched down, following my suggestions. It would be deadly to keep breathing up in a cloud of smoke that was forming above us. A bit extreme for a practical joke, Father. We don't know how harmful that smoke is. Get outside with Fiona before our vision's obstructed.
シスター、外へ向かいましょう。
Get out of here.
ちょっと待ってください。千里さんは？
I'll be fine. I'm the main protagonist, okay? I'm immune to this shit. I can't die. There's a window in the back room, isn't there? I'll open it to ventilate the place. Hurry up. There's some gases that are lethal even in the smallest amount of them, if any of them get inside your lungs.
煙で意識が奪われてからでは遅い。ここは千里さんに従いましょう。
Just get out and stop talking. Stop talking. You're breathing in more shit while you talk. Or you need to breathe after you talk. Give me the can, Fiona. I took the can back from Fiona and dumped its contents out on the floor, covering its opening with my hand. It was just a temporary measure, but it'd give me an extra breath of air. That's smart. I can free dive for 5 minutes without oxygen. Are you reassured now? Really? Holy shit. 5 minutes?
はい。千里さんに神の加護があらんことを。
Oh, I'm sure I'll be fine without it. The sister gave me a worried look, but made up her mind and turned to face the entrance, taking a small breath close to the floor. She almost crawled towards the door, sticking close to the ground, with her arms covering her mouth. It's getting thicker and thicker. Amid the wide smoke obscuring my vision, I heard the sound of the door that told me that the two of them had gotten out. A single outsider was left alone in the church. I heard the can. After looking around once more to make sure, I discarded the can full of air and picked up the box instead, standing up with it. And in that world of smoke, that was like the inside of a cloud, I took a deep breath. Wait, what? You're breathing in the smoke? Oh yeah, that's some good... I don't even know what it is.
Sandy-san!
I did it, I think. Fiona ran over and rubbed my back concernedly.
ひどい咳。怪我はありませんか?
I'm fine. I haven't breathed in any smoke. I'm just coughing because I was holding my breath for so long.
一緒に病院へ行きましょう。
Really? I'm pretty sure he took a breath, right? Right? Yeah, I took a deep breath when he was standing up. He stood straight up and then like in the smoke like, oh yeah, suck it all in. Don't worry about me. I shook off her concerned hands and distanced myself from Fiona. Somebody with ill intent must have pretended to be a believer and placed that here. But since you two are alright, the smoke probably wasn't dangerous.
センリさん、あなたの判断力に救われました。
But
ありがとうございます。
But who? Who would do this to them? Like, as far as I know, they don't have enemies, right? The priest bowed down so low I could see the back of his head, and Fiona followed suit.
犯人も今頃、深い後悔に苛まれているはずです。いつか、国会室へ懺悔に来るでしょう。
Maybe, maybe not. Is that alright? There are times when if you don't take some countermeasures, things might escalate.
神父様、警察に連絡した方がいいのでは。来訪した信徒の方も絞り込めますよ。
犯人探しはやめましょう。無事ならそれでいいのですよ。我々は法や権力に頼らず、神の名のもとに全てを許すべきです。たった一度魔が差しただけで、その者の一生を摘み取る権利など、同じ人間にはありません。
If it only remains once, then I guess. But you never know. They might come back to finish the deal, you know, to finish their business. Fiona.
私もシスターの端くれです。神父様がそう言うのでしたら、犯人がゲヘナへ落ちないよう尽力するだけです。
Don't go inside for a little while just to be safe. And if you start to feel sick, just go to the hospital. My interest in the church evaporated at the same speed as the disappearing smoke.
Oi!
Who's this? Oh, Mikihisa. When I turned around, I was met with a fist. What the fuck, dude?
今のかわすって一体どういう反射神経してんだ？武術の達人気取りもいい加減にしとけよ。
I mean, I did learn by watching Bruce Lee movies. I'd sense his bloodlust, but I'd merely twisted my neck a bit, making his fist slide over my skin. Go find a punching bag if you want to get violent.
とぼけんなよ。てめえが絡んでるのは分かってんだ。あの女の件も、液状化した死体のこともな。
Wait, what? How do you know about the liquefied corpses? What? I'd been trying to leave, but his words put a stop to me.
街をうろついてた隊員がありえない死体を見つけてな。どうやらその死体はてめえらのお仲間らしいんだ。
What do you mean, one of my buddies?
早とちりしたクズが現場にいた隊員に突っかかりやがった。手加減しやがらねえから重傷者も出てる始末だ。
Where was this corpse?
知ってどうする。てめえはいつもうさんくせえ。存在自体がムカつくんだ。
Well, the feeling's mutual, so looks like the entertainment district had some action in the short time I was at the church. I'm sure the culprit's too sly to let anything important slip, though.
待てよ。 どこへ行こうってんだ。
I have no business with you.
てめえはいつでもそうだ。やる前から買ってきている。冷め切った目で眼中にないって顔しやがる。曇るんだよ。てめえがいるだけで俺の景色が消えてくんねえか、この世からよ。
I'm not a machine. You're going to have to wait until I drop dead.
てめえが来てからこの町が騒がしくなったのは疑いようもない事実じゃねえか。
So you're blaming it all on me?
銃でも魔法でも何でも使え。俺はこいつでいい。ドブネズミ一匹駆除するのに武器はいらねえ。
Sure you don't need to be getting back to the church?
何？
I see. You don't know what happened there. Some idiot left behind a smoke bomb. What do you think happened to Fiona after she got a lung full of poison?
それとこれと何の関係がある？教会はただのたまり場だ。だいたいそんなこと。
You sure? It's not a special place to you? Well, what do you think happened? He's at least a little bit worried. Sure you don't need to hurry?
次にやったら無料で顔面整形してやるよ。
That'd be very appreciative. I feel like I got a little bit too big of a nose. After dodging the spit he sent my way, I allowed myself a moment to imagine Fiona and the priest laughing heartily. They'll be like, ha ha ha, you were worried about it, my Mikihisa? I have no interest in talking with my fists. Giving people like him the slip is a much better use of my time. Liquefied corpses. Guess I'll make the rounds. So someone else saw a liquefied corpse too. The vigilantes? The situation was more serious than I thought, and had progressed to this point incredibly rapidly. From the place that I checked alone, I confirmed the numbers of liquefied corpses in the double digits, and from the modus operandi, I'd assume it was all one perpetrator. If one person is doing all this, then all I can think is that they're killing any outcast they see on sight. Even if they were choosing deserted places to commit their crimes, with this many, it was only a matter of time until they were caught. Until now, the culprit's been cautious, slow and steadily accumulating victims, but now it's like they've made their monthly quota in a single day. They only target outcasts who are treated like homeless people, cautiously erasing their very existence so that the police don't get involved. So why just today are they risking being discovered with these showy crimes? Yeah, before it was done very secretively, right? Like, I'm pretty sure it happened to a bunch of other people before the liquefied corpse that me and Fiona found. But like, nobody kind of knew about it. And now suddenly, the vigilantes found one today, or a couple ones today, and Mikihisa too. By the time I had an idea about that, my coat was stuffed full of the rings that had been left at each scene. Hey, Geha. She rubbed her eyes and let out a feverish sigh. She peeled her eyes away from the monitor, unaware that her false eyelashes were misaligned. The very sight of her dripping with fatigue.
ああ、来たんだ。どうしたの？ちょっと立て込んでるからご飯食べたいとかやめてね。おや、ずいぶん乱暴じゃん。テーブル壊す気？
Look at this.
うわ、すごい量のリング。コレクターもびっくりだね。
No, this is not the collector's doing. Some freak is piling up mountains of liquefied corpses in the entertainment district. These rings were all that was left behind. So this is an interesting thing, right? And this is what obviously, I mean, we know they are separate people, but it seems to me that they have very separate and different goals, right? Because the collector, she takes out people, but she primarily takes the rings, right? Riku primarily takes the rings of those outcasts. Whereas the hood just liquefies the corpse and doesn't give a shit about the ring at all, to the point where he just leaves that behind. He doesn't care about it. So they seem to have two very clear and different goals. Whereas I mean, we presume that the Hood is the person that liquefied the corpse, right? That's our main guess at the moment. We don't know for certain, but still, like, Atori seems to put a really high importance on the rings, but the Hood doesn't care at all. So the Hood is probably acting alone. I mean, it could be in the name of another organization, but I mean, if they're not after the rings, then their goal is very, very different, seemingly.
ま、私らアウトキャストにとっては大騒ぎだもんね。センちゃんの耳にも入ってて当然か。それにしたって短時間でよくこんなに集めたね。もしかして犯人センちゃん？
Why would I do that? Come on. How many of your contract workers have you lost contact with?
逆に聞くけど、今までに食べた米粒の数を正確に覚えている？そのくらいよ。
4,732,863,432. Yes, I remembered.
憶測が憶測を呼んで、もう仕事どころじゃないわけよ。不要になったつながりを断つために、私が裏で糸を引いてるなんて言い出す輩も出てきたとこ。
They're blaming it on you?
みんな怒り狂って犯人探してるから、センちゃんも余計に動き回ってたら誤解されて後ろから魔法でバーンとかありえるよ。
Look closer, Ageha. The rings spread out on the table like painstakingly assembled collectible toys. They hold all the answers.
どれもひび割れて壊れてるけど。これが何だっていうの？
We've seen those before. The only outcasts being targeted are the one wearing these illegally modified rings of unknown origin. It's far too suspicious if you think about it. It raises your magic ability. The detection function's been disabled. It's every outcast's dream, with no drawbacks. Could the Hood actually be... It could be that the Hood is like... But like, Rico didn't know about the existence of the fake rings, right? She didn't know about the existence of the fake rings. So I mean, it could be that the Hood is actually doing good. I don't know if it's like doing good independently or in the name of another group organization. But like, it seems to take out these people that have the illegal rings, the bad ones. But it could also maybe be doing that for Atori, that Atori is aware that there are fake rings out there. Or maybe the government. The government could do that as well, right? The government know, oh, there are fake rings out there. Obviously, that's bad for them because they don't have control over those people. Whereas with the rings from Atori, they're connected to the government, right? So the government might want to take out these people that have the bad/fake rings. Suddenly, such a convenient item for wannabe criminals appears out of nowhere. It's fantasy. It's too good to be true.
誰かが描いた絵図の通りに私らが動いてるって言いたいわけ？
Sounds like it. It's up to you whether you think it's suspicious or not. Ageha, who has connections with over half of the outcasts in the entertainment district, is the only one capable of putting out the word.
センちゃんさ、うるせえよ。
Hey, I'm doing important detective stuff, okay? She knows that best herself. Even before I came, she was probably thinking it.
リングの流行を誰かが仕組んだことくらい分かってるっての。
It's a difficult decision she has to make. If something as ubiquitous as the internet went away, some people might go mad if they're too dependent on it. Some people, that's the understatement of the century. Everybody would freak the fuck out if the internet was gone tomorrow, okay? Me including. Outcasts are already dangerously dependent on their rings. They need them to feel safe.
危ないから外せって連絡を回して、はいそうですかとはいかないでしょう。
Probably not.
私らにとってこれは血液、体の一部を奪われるようなもの。生命維持装置を自分から外すなんてできるはずない。
That's why you should take the initiative and remove yours first. You know who has the most influence here, don't you?
Yeah.
Set an example, Ageha. Let me see it, Ageha.
無理。
I'll give it right back. I just need it for a second.
違くってこれ重課金仲間の形見なの。
I remember that. When we asked to see hers. She was mostly joking around back then, but she had also seemed captive to the ring's influence. Yeah, could the ring already be the bad ring be influencing her? The rings fool the eyes of birds and the police, and in an emergency, provide enough firepower to defend yourself. They were indispensable tools for an outcast's trade. If Ageha confiscated them like a mother, her children in this scenario, the outcasts, would throw a tantrum. They'll be like, wah, wah. All the trust of these outlaws she's built up, she might end up having to let go of her whole network of outcasts. Yeah, I mean, I understand there's a lot at stake for her, but I don't know, she should still kind of do the right thing, maybe? Though it's not like anyone's going to deal with them legitimately. I don't think they have too many options there.
もう少し考えて結論を出すから待って。
Okay, it's a big decision. Wait, I don't care what you do. If you do nothing, there will be more attacks and more deaths. And if that happens, your value to me will decrease. If she makes the wrong choice, her business could be sent back to square one. It'd be inconvenient if I couldn't get information from her anymore. That's all there is to it. If that happens, I'll look elsewhere, yep. Because that's the only thing Senri is interested in, okay? Information. Who needs love? Who needs all the other things in life when you got RED Elephant to keep you alive and information to find? I don't think I can expect Ageha to take care of the situation, though. In which case, I should act under that assumption. I stuck the ring I'd gotten from Kamidate onto my arm. Why? Fiona Route Day 5, 9 p.m. Alright, so this is kind of the weird part, right? Like, it immediately went from here to here, rather than here to here. Because I feel like in most cases, it just wraps up the day first, right? After a day is completed, then it'll start with a brand new scene in like day 4. Unless it's kind of connected, but then it usually starts here too? I don't know. But the fact that this one was unlocked, but we didn't go here immediately?